calling 2024 CR 1237 and 2024 CR 1238, State of Texas versus Eric Nathaniel Cantu. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Brian Howard, Your Honor.
All right, and counsel, you need to be over there. And for the defense?
Brian Howard, Your Honor.
And are you Eric Cantu?
Sure.
Counsel, have you received all of the discovery in each of these cases and reviewed that discovery with your client?
I believe we have, Judge.
And each cause number, the court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Cantu, did you review the documents entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication or Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment in each of the cause numbers?
We do, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented in each cause number?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Cantu, did you review the documents entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand in each cause you're charged with evading arrest, detention with a vehicle? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights? And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in each of these cause numbers?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, in each cause number, the court could sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Judge.
Cantu, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, sir.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
In each case, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
All right. In each cause number, according to the plea, there's a $2,000 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. The cases will run concurrently. State will take in consideration 723-118, 711-738. There's to be restitution in 723-118 and 711-738. There's to be a 2-year driver's license suspension. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, sir.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
I don't believe so, Judge.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 7 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 200 hours of community service, restitution, no contact with the complainant or Walmart, and there's to be no driving as a condition of probation. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, sir.
Then in the cause number ending in 37, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And the cause number ending in 38, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Contest.
State, any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. Speak to the case, stating exhibit number 1 with all dispatches.
All right, off the record for a moment. So, everyone, excuse me, in the box, everyone, you all need to learn how to whisper. It amazes me that when people are before the court, you can whisper, but you can't whisper when you're not before the court. If you cannot whisper, then you cannot talk while we're on the record. Does everybody understand?
Yes, Judge.
All right, so we're back on the record. Did you review the documents entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes.
In each of the cause numbers, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, the court will defer finding of guilt if you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We're requesting a PSI, Your Honor.
All right. Why?
Your Honor, with regards to the last recommendation for Eric, with regards to the state is asking that he not be able to drive. Currently, he's employed in a position where he delivers, he's delivering food for funds. He has a dependent. We've also have an affidavit from Dr. Punjabi, which we can provide after the PSI with regards to the doctor's opinions on his progress with therapy, how he's doing, and his ability to get out, be able to drive, and be a responsible driver from here on out.
Okay, I don't understand how.
The judge first makes sure the defendant fully understands the charges and his legal rights. It may sound routine, but this step is crucial before accepting a plea deal. If you were in his position, would you feel comfortable making such a serious decision?
PSI is going to tell me whether I should let him drive or not.
We thought having some more background might be able to assist, Judge, with that.
If y'all want to give me background, you can.
Well, at this point, Judge, as far as the state is recommending a 2-year driver's license suspension, we would like to apply for an occupational driver's license so that Eric could continue to work as he has been doing. And so...
I mean, well, the occupational license is something that would come at a different setting, not at the PSI, because y'all have agreed to a license suspension.
Correct, Judge. But what I'm saying is afterwards, if the court was allowing Eric to be able to drive for employment purposes, to be able to do that, then we would seek an occupational at that point in time.
All right, so I don't understand. If y'all want a PSI, I will give you one. I just don't understand what different information the court would have that you would want me to have that can't be told to me now.
Well, Your Honor, if that would be the case, then...
I mean, if y'all want a PSI, I'll give you one, but I just don't understand what information. State, do you have any objections to defense telling me what information he has? Or do you want a witness here for that? All right, so do you wish to have a PSI or no?
Your Honor, if the court feels it would be a futile gesture at this point, then I'm happy to tell you that, Eric has been extremely active with regards to his therapy, trying to redress the trauma that he suffered for this. Over the last few months, he has been working as a delivery driver, and he's been doing very well at that. I've spoken to the mother of his child who says that he is actively contributing to basically her welfare as well as the welfare of the child. So, I would just ask that the court take that into consideration so that Eric can continue to do what he's doing. If the court feels that there's some other form of monitoring, but we feel that taking away his ability to earn a living the way that he has been, it would be of more detriment than anything else. So we would ask if the court is going to assess any type of monitoring sanctions that they do so, but not at the cost of him being able to drive and earn the living the way that he has been.
All right, let's start with this first. My understanding, he's currently on GPS?
Yes.
All right. State, do you have any objections to the removal of GPS? All right, so GPS is going to be removed. Now, the next thing we need to address is his ability to drive. This is the court's concern. He has 2 evading arrests with the vehicle. 1, an accident occurred. I think a car was damaged. So why should he be driving? Driving, I understand that everybody, if you pass a driver's test, you have a right to, take that license and drive, but it's sort of a privilege. And if you're not abiding by the rules, why should you be allowed to drive?
Understood, Judge. And if I may, as of recently, he actually was pulled over for a turn signal violation. The work that he's been doing with Dr. Punjabi and therapy with regards to his fight or flight mechanisms, to the point of where whenever he saw the red and blue lights, he didn't hesitate. He pulled over. He was compliant. It was a warning, but just to kind of show that the progress that he has been making. We believe that the stuff that he's been doing with the doctor to try to redress these issues, he's doing well with it. And we just ask that he be given the opportunity to show the court that he can do it. And he's very well aware that if he messes up, he's looking at 10 years. And he's here today showing accountability for the actions that he's taken. So we asked the judge that he look at the growth that he has been making. I've provided, I believe, the court with 2 letters from Dr. Punjabi in the past to show the efforts that he's been making. We ask that they take that into consideration, allow him to continue to make a living, do what he's supposed to be doing as a member of society. And we don't believe that this court is ever going to be troubled with Eric again. However, he's under he's understanding of what could happen if he does mess up, but we don't believe that it will come to that.
All right. And what is this theft case about?
That was a shoplifting last year, Walmart, Your Honor.
Okay. Right. State?
I think social driving is two different, maybe that happened 2 different times. And subsequent one ended up in an accident on the highway that it could have been much worse than a fender time. And he did leave the location and happens to be a judge from the sticks. He stopped because he got a flat tire. He didn't stop because he's on his own. It's required to disabled. So the state's position is that this individual should not be driving at least for a period of 2 years. The Texas traffic license here.
All right. Is there anything you wish to say?
Yes. When this happened at the time, I was just scared. I was sorry to the person. I never want to go through this ever again in my life.
Well, why did you continue to drive? No. I mean, well, let's backtrack a little bit. Scared of what?
The pressure starts building here because deferred adjudication is definitely not a free pass. The defendant will have to follow strict conditions, and violating them could bring serious consequences. The big question now is whether he can earn the court's trust back.
I was just, at the time, just a lot of things we're going through. I couldn't help myself, but also there wasn't like a safe place for me to pull over.
No. I mean, according to what I read in the police reports and the stipulations, one is playing loud music, which I don't understand why people think that everybody wants to hear your music. So that is an ordinance violation to be playing music so loud that it's damaging to others' ears, which I've seen people do. So an officer's trying to pull you over from that. So why didn't you pull over?
At the time, I got triggered because the way he came on the side of my door, because there was an accident that happened to me. I went through a lot, like in 2022. I just got triggered by it and I got scared, and I didn't understand why he was doing that. And I just...
All right. And then the other case where you're just outright speeding, they're not trying to pull you over for loud music. You're speeding.
Yes. I don't want to make excuses or anything. I'm sorry. I never want to go through this ever again. I'm not just sitting here doing nothing. I'm trying to get help from it. I'm trying to do better.
No. I understand that you've made progress, right? But I'm trying to figure out, in that case, where you're speeding and they're trying to pull you over for speeding because you're going very fast. Why didn't you pull over?
Well, I was in a city that I wasn't familiar with, and
It's Universal City, Judge. And it was an unmarked, it was basically a blacked out patrol vehicle that was behind him.
No, but why didn't you pull over?
so I'm just paranoid because I'm always on my phone, not while driving, but when I'm at home, I'm like looking at videos of people impersonating. It's a pretty common thing, and I didn't see police on the car. I've never seen like a truck cop, like a F-150 truck cop. I've never seen that. I was in a city I wasn't familiar with, and I'm sorry that this will never happen again.
All right. And why did you commit the theft at Walmart?
At the time, I was just really bad in the head. I was not getting help. I was just.
It was a matter of a few months after after he'd awoken from his coma. This was early, I believe early last year.
All right, so why did you commit a theft at Walmart?
I was just not thinking clearly. It won't happen again. I promise you it won't.
All right, any other questions?
Nor the defense, Your Honor.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. In each cause number, there's a $2,000 fine. It'll be probated. The cause numbers will wind concurrently. Does anyone want to speak towards length of probation?
State's asked.
And we have no objection with that, Your Honor.
All right. 7 years deferred adjudication. There'll be a removal of GPS. There'll be the defensive driving course. Take in consideration cause number 723-118, 711-738. There's to be rest in 723-118 to Tiffany Johnson. That's with the Y. And there's to be restitution in 711-738 to Walmart. There's to be a 2-year driver's license suspension. How old are you?
19.
So how far did you go in school?
I graduated high school actually early when I was 16.
All right, so what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life?
So right now, the therapists, the doctors that I go see, I have a pending scholarship to be a civil rights advocate. So that's what I want to do. I also want to purchase properties and have income coming in through that.
So what are you going to do with your schooling? Are you planning on doing something else with your schooling or no? Like, are you planning on going to college? You're going to a trade school? What are you doing?
College.
All right. There's going to be 200 hours of community service restitution. That will be waived if he's enrolled in college. Do you have any children?
Yes.
How many?
1.
Age?
9 months.
All right. So 100 hours will be waived if he's in college, enrolled at least 6 hours. Usually I require 8, but you have a 9-month-old. I'm going to ask for parenting classes. And then once those parenting classes are complete, the other 100 hours will be deemed satisfied. There's to be proof of employment within 45 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors.
The judge now focuses directly on his driving privileges, making one thing clear: driving is also a responsibility. The defense argues that he needs to drive for work, but the judge is looking at his previous conduct. What do you think matters more here, keeping his job or protecting public safety?
If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
You'll be clean, Your Honor.
No. What are the results going to be? Because your attorney is not going to take the test. You will.
Clean.
All right. There's going to be a UA today. By 4 p.m. Yes.
Nothing to do with set up and everything today. I'll be there with the station.
Okay. So there's going to be a UA Wednesday before 12 p.m. You're welcome. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. Field visits. One time per month for 4 months. Then at probation's discretion, and there's to be no driving. I'm not going to say no driving throughout the length of probation, but there's going to be no driving until the court decides to allow you to drive. So your attorney will need to approach on that at a later date. Do you understand?
Yes.
So I'm going to say no driving until further notice. And counsel, if you ever feel that, yes, he needs to start driving, then you need to file a motion to let the state know, and I'll hear a party's argument on it. Probation, is there anything else he needs?
Okay.
Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal in each of these cause numbers? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. In this court, in order to be successful on probation, communication is key. If you have an issue, let your probation officer know. If you feel as though the probation officer is not addressing that issue, you can always come into court. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you. Just have a seat in probation. We'll go over conditions with you. 2026 CR 002646, State versus Daniel David Garza. Could I have parties announced for the record?
Brandon Credit for the state.
Impagaemos Carrillo for Mr. Garza.
And are you Mr. Garza?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's the court's understanding there's no application?
No, Your Honor.
All right, probation, there's no application. Counsel, you received all discovery. Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Garza, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did, counsel, I'm sorry, not sign it, but did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney?
Yes, I did.
Counsel, do you waive the reading?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yeah.
Mr. Garza, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, sir.
You're charged with possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1, less than 1 gram. That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state would call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
In my opinion, he is competent.
Mr. Garza, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No.
Anyone promise you anything other than the plea? You need to speak up. Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Now the judge directly challenges the defendant's explanation. If he was scared, then why didn't he pull over? He talks about trauma panic and an unmarked police vehicle. But the judge keeps bringing the conversation back to the facts. This is where excuses and accountability collide.
Counsel, do you have a trial court certification?
I did. You gave it to me here.
Thank you.
Mhm.
If you're not a citizen by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 134 days in the Bexar County Jail under 1244. Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense and state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, any such motions?
No one, Your Honor.
All right. Then to the offenses charge, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Contest.
State, any evidence?
Judge, reference exhibit number one, including all attachments.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, State, you may be excused.
Yes.
Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes.
Sorry, sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence state's exhibits 1 and attachments, and court will review the same. After reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, he just made a very bad decision on that day, and so we asked the court just to follow the probation, the plea deal.
All right. The court will sentence you to 134 days in the Bexar County Jail. I'm sorry, in the Bexar County Jail under 1244. Give you credit for any time served. How much time does he have in? All right. The court will show that the judgment is satisfied. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
Because this is plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck to you. If you have a drug or alcohol problem, that can be addressed. There are plenty of places in San Antonio that are free. And the other thing, just as a side note, you are not allowed to ride bicycles on sidewalks, and you're not allowed to walk on the street. Walk in the street if there's a sidewalk provided. Otherwise, you're subject to be stopped. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you.
The consequences are finally on the table: 7 years of deferred adjudication restitution testing and a driving suspension. But the judge is also giving him a path forward through education and parenting requirements. The message is simple: don't just promise to change, prove it. And here comes the judge's final decision on driving. For now, he cannot drive, but the door is not permanently closed. His attorney can return to court later and ask for permission if circumstances change. Do you think this was a fair sentence, or should the judge have allowed him to drive for work?